Hi guys, welcome in. Don't laugh at my hat. Well, I mean, laugh if you want. I just have it on there hokey for a minute, just to start the stream. I'm not actually gonna wear it, you guys know that. Hey Hector, how are you? How is Not Scary Farm? Hey Ange, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. Hey, howdy David Huffman, how are you doing today? All right, let me get that open. Make sure my volume's down. Okay, cool beans. Julio. Hey, Justin Ray El Gato de Salem Diaz. How are you doing today? Hi, Raging Rolf. Hey, Jessica. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hey, Martin. I kind of wish I was. Hey, Brian Korth. All right, let me take the hat off. I feel ridiculous. That's why it looked funky. I have my hair up in a clip. I wish I was in the park today because the, hi Hazy, welcome in. Thank you, David. The, hi Carmen, hey Jennifer P. The Halloween merch dropped today, guys, or Halloween. I'm looking at my Halloween stuff. The Christmas merch dropped today at the parks. So, and it's still there, Martin. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you can see on my story, I've been having an allergic reaction. So, I had to run to the store a few hours ago and get some Benadryl. Hi Liam. Hey, Danny Berry Sports Highlights. Because all of my allergy medications that I have at home were expired. I still took expired medicine last night. Do not do that. I don't recommend it. But I was really desperate and it was super late at night and I was like, I am not going to the store this late. Hi Azedius, especially not up here in the high desert. Hi Izzy Rev. So yeah, I took it was like 4 months expired. Don't do it. But I needed some kind of relief. I got ready to take a shower last night and when I took my sweater off, I had it was like fire engine red and just super itchy hives and bumps and whatever. I saw your Oogie Boogie Spirit jersey, Justin Ray. It looks cool. Hey, Emily. Justin Ray. Hey, Junko Lantern. Alrighty. Hey, Angel. Did you guys make it home yet? I know, I'm going to chance it. 4 months isn't too bad. But yeah, so I got some Benadryl and I'm hoping it'll go down. It might take a few days, but I thought that if I went to the park, I really wanted to go and show the merch, but I know that my anxiety is going to be through the roof and it's going to stress me out. And I feel like all of that might make it flare up and make it worse. So I'm like, I better just stay home and let myself get better. No fun. I'm gonna go shopping. But I have a lot to get done. So while we talk, I'm gonna sit and peel potatoes, which I absolutely detest. I hate peeling any fruits or vegetables of any kind, and I have so much anxiety doing it. So my apologies if I'm not watching the screen that much because I have this bizarre paranoia that I'm literally gonna skin my whole hand doing it. So yeah, Anthony's at work, Justin. I saw your pictures, Justin Ray. Those are actually really good pictures you got. You got a lot of character pictures. So Justin Ray went to DCA last Friday and he went on the Death Wheel. He went on Grizzly, got phone water all up in his phone and had to end his stream early because he couldn't charge it. Yes, I was watching. That's the thing. I watch all of everyone's streams. I just don't always say anything in the chat because sometimes I'm either listening in or I'm in the middle of doing something, and sometimes I just don't have the energy to sit and say hi to 5 million people because as soon as it's known that I'm watching the stream, everybody and their mamas want to say hi, which I am cool with if I have the time to sit and do it, but I don't always have the time. So a lot of times I do watch people's stuff and just support from a distance. But all right, let me see. What did I miss? Oh no, Martin, why were you in urgent care? You don't have to stay in the chat if you don't want to. 3 hours ago. Yay, Angel, I'm so glad you made it home safely. Ew, Ange, work. Ew, adulting. We don't like that. But I guess it pays the bills and the Disney trips, right? So, necessary evil. Where are we at? It is a tangled sweater. You can hardly see them. I got Pascal. And then I've got the little flowers. I hadn't worn it yet, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear that right now. So it's just been a very busy day. I got up and went to go pick up my groceries from Walmart because I needed that Benadryl. Otherwise, I probably would have picked them up later tonight. And then came home, dropped all that off because I had stuff that needed to go in the fridge and freezer. And then went and took care of not just my horse, but also I'm horse sitting for a friend. She's in her late teens, and I'm friends with her family. And she's actually touring colleges right now to see about being on their equestrian programs. So her and her family went to go tour some colleges. So I am keeping an eye on her horse. She's got a younger horse that has a lot of energy. He's Denver's only barn mate because everyone else keeps their horses outside. So he's in the barn with Denver, and her and I joke that her horse and Denver share a brain cell, and that's it. Because they're both ding-dongs. They're close in age, and they're both geldings, which are like neutered male horses, and they're both extremely immature and goofballs. And for whatever bizarre reason, and it makes zero sense, whenever one gets hurt, the other one seems... I sometimes do, it depends. So these are going to get boiled, and then I'm going to dump the water and rinse them and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, it just depends. But welcome in, Bee. But whenever her horse gets injured, Denver gets injured like the exact same way. It's the most bizarre thing. I've got no explanation for it. Ada, it's in the title. Welcome in, Ada. So I'm peeling potatoes right now to do my family's like Americanized shepherd's pie. So we do like a quick and easy shortcut shepherd's pie recipe. It's not 100% accurate, but it's close enough. It does the trick. And it's really hearty and yummy, and you get meat and potatoes and veg and all kinds of tastiness in it. So it covers everything. But it's just, I hate peeling potatoes, and I'm peeling this whole freaking bag because every time I make this, it goes so quick and everyone wants more. So I'm like, I'm just gonna make a big batch. And I'm sure Anthony will have some tomorrow too. So peel and chop super fast. I was becoming super paranoid about cutting a finger off. Same. I cannot peel fast to save my life because I'm like super nervous. Like I can do it a little faster than I am, but I just get nervous. Hey Jansen, I'm okay. It's still there. And of course, whenever you get like a rash like that, they say, or like an allergic reaction, you know, they say to stay out of the sun. When you have horses, that's pretty much impossible. So I was out there lunging my friend's horse in the sun, and then I gave Denver a bath in the sun, and so I'm not a very good patient. Get out. But hey, someone's got to do it. And then I still got to go back later tonight and take care of my other two horses. So, but I just didn't want to be out there crazy late in the dark taking care of everyone. No worries, Liam. Ryan said, I've been sitting at the hospital parking structure looking for a medical helicopter the last couple hours. Had to take my mom for some reason she wouldn't say. Well, hopefully she doesn't need a helicopter. I've got the day off. Yay! I bet you guys, she needs that day off to recover from the trip. Let me see. It requires a surgeon possibly. Oh no, Martin. Fingers crossed that everything's all right. Yes. So, who is it that said that? Jessica brought up, so there's a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I already mentioned about the Halloween, or why do I keep saying Halloween? The Christmas merch being dropped. Disney announced they're adding a scene from Tangled to the Storybook Canal Boats, and I guess Casey Jr. They're adding Rapunzel's Tower. So that's going to be super exciting. I'm not surprised at all because since they're doing such an extensive refurb for so long, I had a feeling they were adding something to it. And every so often they like to add something new, something like whimsical from one of the newer movies. So it's been kind of overdue. The last one they did was the Frozen one. And then before that was it Aladdin or Ariel? I don't remember, but one of those was the one after that, or before that. So yeah, so I'm not surprised at all, but I'm excited for it. It'll be something new and fun to see. I'm okay, Carmen. I still have the hives and stuff, but I'm not itchy right now. Go to the park whoops. I missed that. Oh no, my chat way jumped. Hey, Allison A, it is a Punzi sweater. Thank you, Jansen. Yes, John Denver's partner in crime. Frozen ingredients. Yes, frozen veg. So, and you don't need to thaw it out. So, you can do whatever vegetables you want. A lot of time my family just wants corn, which isn't really even remotely close to traditional. But I figured today we do peas and carrots instead. But you can do whatever veg you want. I would recommend either one of those three though, because they're probably a lot easier. I wish there an easier way to peel too. Black Hawk and military Black Hawk, interesting. I wonder what that's doing there. Heather said I only saw the bread part at first, so I was very confused about the potatoes. Potato bread. Martin said it came from the high desert. I heard like major military jet earlier. When I came home from the horses, I took a shower and I was in my bathroom and I heard like a massive jet really close by, traveling at really fast speed. And I was like, ooh, nothing's smelling good yet, Maria. Nothing's cooking yet. I gotta get these done first. Oh, Jessica, scraping your finger is the worst when you're peeling. Lori said Tangled's my favorite movie. Angel said my daughter can't wait. I bet. Hey, Sean, and motivation to come back soon, right? Let me see. Hi, Emily. If there's anyone I missed, I'm sorry, guys. My chat jumped. So I just use russet potatoes. I just get a 5-pound bag of them, and that's what I do, but you don't have to use that many. I tend to cook it in a rectangular baking dish, like a Pyrex or something along those lines. A 13 by whatever it is. Just because it is such a popular recipe that just goes so quickly. So I tend to do that size so that I can make more and hopefully have a little bit of leftovers. Because this is great for leftovers. It tastes just as good leftover as it is fresh. So yeah, so I get a 5-pound bag of potatoes just so I can fit more, and then I use a big baking dish. But you can adjust it for whatever your family needs are. If you guys aren't huge fans of potatoes or things like that, then you can absolutely do a smaller quantity. Physical therapy today, so sore. They have me on the leg press. Ooh, Emily, you're getting there. You're getting there, girly. I hate these little potatoes. Like, why even bother? By the time you peel them, the thing's halfway gone. But then at the same time, it makes no sense to have one little leftover potato. The other thing I was going to let you guys know, if you haven't noticed, is anyone who's a Bath & Body Works fan, they're having a big sale right now. And if you are someone who is a fan of the Disney Villains line that they dropped, that's all on sale. And it's a lot of it is like 70 to 75% off. The Maleficent candle holder that everyone was wigging out over is included in the sale. Same with the Snow White one. The soap dispensers, the candles, the soaps, all of it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the scents for the candles and the soaps for that line, but I bought them anyway because I have issues and I'm a completist and I needed everything to match. So yoo-hoo, welcome in. Martin said, must have been the Hunter Hawker that went to San Bernardino Airport. Maybe, I don't know what that is, but you'd know better than I would. Again, welcome in, Yoo-hoo. Carmen said, on your gift, there are going to be some recipes for you to make your family. Oh, I saw those, Carmen. Thank you. B said, you need a peeler assistant. I do. No worries, Ange. Work be working. Duty calls. And if you guys are too busy, my mods, don't feel the need to be in here. It's a chill stream. So if you guys need to be 100% focused on work or other commitments, don't feel any pressure or obligation to be in here at all. I got you. Hi, Elise. Hi, Isaac Oogie Boogie. Raging Rose said, David and Wifey here watching. We are going to be in Disney World Park this week. We can't wait. Nana's going to stay with the babies. How cool! I hope you guys have the best visit. I saw a video today on TikTok, and it said that the crowds have been super low supposedly over at Walt Disney World recently. So hopefully that helps. I saw a video of like the wait times and stuff on the app, and they looked really low. So hopefully that's true for you guys too, and you get to enjoy yourselves even more. Really make the most of your visit. Oy vey, I should have got a bigger bowl. It's the only thing. The completing of the recipe is super fast. The cook time's not bad, but man, the prep time. Because you gotta peel them and slice them and then boil them and then mash them. And then you gotta cook the meat, drain the fat, combine it with some of the other ingredients, and then like layer it all. So it just takes a while. And not just the, going back to what I was saying before, not just the villain stuff's on sale. A lot of the Halloween stuff, the fall stuff, and some other stuff's on sale too. And some of it does stack, not all of it, but some of it does stack if you have a coupon on top of that. Hey, Joe, making me nervous the way you're cutting up those potatoes into the pot. Watch your fingers. I know, I'm being careful, I promise. I do this a fair amount. But welcome in, Joe. See, another one. Why? Why? Maria said, do you need a left-handed peeler? Is there such a thing? It's actually, I'm using the front-facing camera, so everything's reversed. So this is actually my right hand. And this one does reverse. This one is for, like, it's ambidextrous. It goes either way. So, but yeah, I don't know why, but I don't know if it's Prism or if it's the phone, but when you use the front-facing camera, it inverts everything. So, lame. See, these little potatoes make me so nervous. All right. So the villains by North Store Plaza, Auntie Kitty. Cool, Carmen. Yeah, there's some really, really good deals. Leah, oh, that's not for me. Ooh, okay. Covering her calls. Very cool. Elise said, my sister will be in the parks this week. I hope she has the best time. It's probably going to be very crowded, unfortunately, Elise, so give her a heads up. Try and, if she's able to, like, rope drop or be there early in the morning, It's probably going to be her best bet because it's supposed to probably be pretty crowded this week since so many people are on fall break. I was going to say spring break. And don't judge me on my peeling skills because I know I'm not very good. Jessica said those are some good sized potatoes. This one is. The other one was like the runty reject of the bag. Where am I at? Raging Ruff said Mama Ray will be home with her nurse. Oh, good. Emily said the Y posted the photos I took of the new launch of Body Combat Saturday. Very cool. And I'm making like an Americanized shepherd's pie, and then also we're going to do some apple cinnamon bread. But I wanted to get this started first before we started on the bread because this takes a while to boil and everything. Hey, Dave Does Disney. Welcome in. I hope you and the family are well. Jessica said I'm doing good. Oh, that's not for me. Martin said back again. Did a little video of them. BRB again. Okay. Jungle Lantern said I was able to use my 2 rewards that were expiring soon and the discount. Nice. I love it when that works out. Hey, Raging Ralph. I just said, so hopefully you saw that. Hammy, welcome in, Ambrosia. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Maria said Costco got big potatoes. I need to renew my Costco membership. I have a Sam's Club membership, which is really funny because we don't have a Sam's Club up here. We do have a Costco up here, but don't have a lot of people at home anymore. So I do a lot of my shopping online. And since Sam's Club offers free shipping, that's what I usually use. And then sometimes I'll go down to Ontario and like hit up the Disney outlets or something, and I will go to the Sam's Club there on the way home. So Hambrush just said, hey friends. Dave said, Katie, we need a second channel, Cooking with Katie. I guess I would really have to commit then, huh? Angel said, yeah, Thursday turned really busy quickly after 10 a.m. Yeah, I bet. Hey, Zombie Living Dead Gamer, welcome in. Martin said, yes, we need a second Cowgirl channel. Ashley, welcome in. Happy Monday. Maria, that's never mind. Hammy said, I'm doing good. Good to hear. Thank you, Raging Rolf. Disney movie, not just a movie. Liam said, gotta say it right. Hammy said, it's my dad's 50th birthday. Oh my goodness, happy birthday to your dad. She said, so we are doing all the celebratory things. I love that. That's a big milestone birthday. Happy birthday to your dad. I hope you have a wonderful time. Maria said, I love Sam's self-checkout with the phone too. Yes. Yes. Martin said, now I get more activity when I gotta get going soon. No worries. Hi, Keanu Roberts. Welcome in. Emily said, what are you doing tomorrow night? Who, me? Who, me? I'm planning to be in the park. Hopefully all of that goes away before then, because I just don't know how it will fare out at the parks in the crowds with all the stress and everything. So we'll see. Emily. Hey, Jason Allen. More wee, wee, wee. You're welcome, Hammy. All right. Hey, Lori Carlson said, update on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. One of the trains is part of what? What'd I miss? Hey, mystery guests, welcome in. They make an ointment, Maria? I used, I can't remember what the name of it is. I have some other anti-itch ointment that I've put on. It's honestly not that itchy. It's a little hot, and there's like hives, and then the redness. So it was driving, before I took the Benadryl, I was so itchy, especially last night. It was terrible. But it's just only right there, nowhere else. B said, it's giving Cinderella vibes. You should put on your Cinderella attire while cutting potatoes. Hey, Sanchez. Oh, I hope you got a good rest in. A racing game. How fun. All right, never mind. Okay. Hey, Nancy. Welcome in. Hugs to you. All right, I'm going to move you guys over because I'm done here, I think. I'm going to move you guys over to the other spot. I'm going to rinse these out, add some water and some salt, get these on the stovetop. Hey, Betty. Welcome in. I just finished peeling taters for part of the recipe. All right, so let me get you guys moved over. Hey, Donald's fan, welcome in. All right, Toy Story 5 teaser coming out next month. Ooh, that'll be good. All right, one sec, guys. You're gonna go for a free ride. Wee, wee, wee. I need to turn the light on in here. These are a little dark. All right, one sec. Wrong one. There we go. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Emily, I would hope not. And then I usually add some salt while they're boiling. That's just a personal preference though. You don't have to do that if that's not your jam. All right. Ooh, I gotta move the cutting board. All right, let's get these a-boiling. And I'm not done with the peeler. I'm done peeling potatoes, but I'm not done with the peeler. All right. Let me check and see what we need to preheat the oven to, and I'll get the oven going first and foremost. 350 degrees. All right. As always, start out greasing our baking dish. This is for the bread. All right, set that aside. All right, so we're gonna do apple cinnamon bread. For that, we're gonna need, and I will put the ingredients and the recipe for both items in the description after the stream is done, because I don't want what happened last week to happen this week to where I put it in there and then it disappeared. So I will do it after the stream, that way it's for sure there. So let me read you the ingredients for the cinnamon apple bread. You need 1/2 cup of brown sugar packed, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. You need a large apple, which they didn't have large ones at my store, so I had to get some itty bitty ones. But they need to basically work out to, I think it was a 1/2 cup or a full cup, I can't remember, it says in the thing, of cut up apples that are peeled. You can either use Fuji, Gala, and Granny Smith. I did Granny Smith. You also need 2 eggs, 2/3 of a cup of granulated white sugar, 1/2 cup of salted butter that's softened, which I have my butter over there sitting on the counter, hopefully softening. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a pinch of sea salt, and 1/2 cup of milk. All right, so let's do this. We need brown sugar and cinnamon in a small bowl. I need my measuring spoons. All right, so we need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Cinnamon. Sorry guys, I will get caught back up in 1 minute. I don't know why I don't just leave the dang lid off of this. As much as I need to take the lid off. And you're gonna need measuring cups, measuring spoons, actual mixing spoons, probably a spatula, a blender or mixer, whatever you want to call it, a large bowl and a medium bowl, and obviously a baking pan. You can actually also modify this recipe, and instead of doing 1 large loaf of bread, you can do 3 small loaves. And I will give you guys the specifics on that in a little bit. So if that is more your speed. And if you're doing that, you would just have to divide the finished batter up into 3 separate equal portions. All right, so we're done with the cinnamon. We need 1/2 cup of brown sugar packed down. I'm gonna open this one. Sugar. Need scissors. Josh's Musical World, welcome in. Hope you had a great time at church. Hey, the Disney Baker. Save the lid so you can make your own cinnamon sugar later in the same container. Ooh, I like the way you think. For that childhood favorite, the cinnamon sugar bread, cinnamon sugar toast. Did any of you guys have that as like one of your favorite things when you were growing up? That was one of my favorites as a kid. And if you guys are not familiar with the Disney Baker, as well as our friend Mangerino Adventures, they are both live streamers and content creators. Be sure to check their channel out, guys. Channels, I should say. Mods, if you could drop their links. Hey, Mystic Parks. Hey! Speaking of Disney streamers, Mystic Parks is also a Disney streamer and content creator. Be sure to check his channel out. He covers a lot of Walt Disney World. How you doing, Eric? Ooh, enjoy your walk, Angel. Get those kids worn down. All right, let's see. Is that packed enough? Where are we at? Ooh, that's a little too much. A little too much. Do I care? No. I'll add a little bit of extra brown sugar. All right, so put the brown sugar away. Best candy store you've been to that's in Disneyland or not? Ooh, well, the one in Knott's that's probably the biggest is closed right now. I don't know if it's permanently closed or just temporarily, but they're doing construction in it, so I think it's gonna be closed for a while regardless. Disney-wise, probably the main candy store on Main Street, Candy Palace. That one's probably the best one at Disney. And should, yes, cinnamon toast, easy and delicious. I know everyone always talks about their supposed struggle meals or whatever growing up. And I'm like, I never thought of that as a struggle meal. I just thought of it was like a special treat. I was always excited to get that as a kid. Okay, I packed that a little too hard, I think. Congratulations on hitting 17K, Mystic Parks. Happy for you, my friend. All that hard work paying off. Doing it the authentic way. Love it. All right, so that is good. Hey, Joey, welcome in. Ramen noodles, yes. I used to, and you're not supposed to eat it this way, but I used to love eating ramen noodles dry. But, you know, I survived. You just can't do it too much. Let me see, did I miss anything or anyone else? Did you see the final Zootopia 2 trailer or no? I did. It's been a little bit, but I did see the new Zootopia 2 trailer. I'm down to Disney Baker. Hey, So Cowboy 67, the one that's sleeping. There's two back there sleeping. The black one is named Jar Jar, and then the tan colored one is named Tucker. All right. I have not been to the candy store in Barstow Station. I didn't even know there was one there. I guess I'll need to make a trip out there. Waste not, want not, right? And don't worry if there's some minor bruising or whatever to your apples. No one's going to be able to tell once it's baked in there. No one's going to be able to see it or tell. All right, I'm going to assume that I at least need 2. I have a feeling it's going to be 3 or 4 by the time everything's said and done. So I'm going to put one apple over there on the cutting board, peel another one. Let me open up the chat while we're doing that. Carrot cake. I would love to make a carrot cake. I feel like that's like very ambitious though, Carmen. I feel like that would take a lot of ingredients to bake from scratch. I've heard that the carrot cake at Porto's is incredibly good, but I still haven't been. It's on the to-do list. I actually got a gift card to Porto's from one of our Disney friends because it's kind of the running joke that I haven't been there yet, and we've been talking about it for like over a year now. So I was like, I won't go without you. So I'll make it there eventually. All right, there's another one peeled. I'm just gonna peel another one, I have a feeling. Florida that has old stuff from Disney parks. Yes, so that's a very famous thrift store. I have a feeling they must have a contract with Disney because they will get park memorabilia, they'll get retired furniture and accessories from the Disney hotels and resorts there. They get all kinds of cool stuff, and sometimes you can get some amazing deals. I wish they did that here. And there's so many things whenever I see videos where I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that, but it would cost more in shipping than to buy the darn thing. So, womp, 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 womp. All right, the apples are peeled. Hopefully I have enough. Heather, it's funny. My dog will do that too when I'm watching like TikToks or whatever. If another dog barks, or my big black dog, he will lose his marbles if a dog on a video squeaks their dog toy. Oh my gosh, he will go bananas. He'll be running around the house trying to find it. It cracks me up. All right, so once you have your apples peeled, you're gonna cut them, and you wanna cut them up into little cubes, little small bite-sized cubes to fit in the bread. Maybe I'll save the cores for the horses too. Oh, and happy late gotcha day to your doggo, Heather. I saw you posted about that the other day. So you want to make sure that these are small bite-sized cubes. Nothing too big. You don't want anyone unnecessarily choking on it. It will be a lot softer once it's been baked, but still, you just be careful. Ooh, Carmen, I'm jealous. You had the Porto's carrot cake. Oh, thank you, Ambrosia. I showed it, my first baking stream, I walked around and showed a lot of the Halloween decor. So if you want to see that, go check that out. I didn't show all of the decor. I showed like my kitchen, my breakfast nook, and my family room decor. I did not show my living room. That is all Haunted Mansion themed. I need to like record it for like a short or something though, because I wanted to do like a daytime, nighttime comparison video. But where are we at? Dodgers 4 versus Philly 0. Nice, Sanchez. Thank you for the updates. They say, gotta love animals, right? Red velvet cupcakes. I probably could. I'd have to find a recipe for them. Did Anthony tell you to say that, Isaac? That's his favorite. The other day we were talking about recipes and Anthony started naming stuff off and I was like, you're only naming your favorite things. I'm like, you just want me to make them so you can have some leftovers when you come over before we go to the parks. All right, where's that measuring spoon, or measuring cup rather? All right, let's see how much we got so far. No, we got, we're at about half a cup already. What's everyone's favorite cake? Sorry, I was just checking something, guys. All right. So I may have like actually peeled too much, but that's okay. Like I said, it will not go to waste. Worst case, I'll just cut some up for my horses and then when I go down there later this evening, they'll get to eat it. I ran out of carrots anyway. For me, my favorite cake is probably, for like a traditional cake, is probably carrot cake. But if we're talking like locations, I love the, I can't remember the name of it, Strawberry Delight or something like that. I can't remember. It's a strawberry cake from 85 Degrees Bakery. That's one of my favorites. It's so light and refreshing and so simple. I love it. So that's probably my favorite. Although the King's Hawaiian restaurant out here, they've got a couple of really good cakes too. But if we're just talking like something that you could easily make at home, probably carrot cake for me. I also really like German chocolate cake. Or I don't know if I could probably make it. There's a cake, and there's lots of different versions of this other cake. It's called Better Than something that I'm not going to say on YouTube cake. You can use your imaginations. But that cake's also really, really good. But it's like so sickeningly sweet. That one, it's like a really dark chocolate cake, and then you add in like chocolate sauce, like hot fudge, and caramel sauce, and like butterscotch, and whipped cream, and like Heath Bards, and oh my gosh, it's so good. Let me grab a Ziploc baggie to put the rest of the apple in for the horses. Actually, I might need two. Let me see. Hi Eve, how are you? Hey, Disney Lover 805, they said I love German chocolate cake, but nobody else does. Ooh, I love German chocolate cake. I think a lot of people aren't necessarily fans of coconut, so I think that's probably why. But I think it's really good. All right, apples for the ponies later. Put it in the fridge. Now I just have to remember to bring them to the horses later. All right, let's get this out the way. All right, so we got our apples all cut up. All right, where are we at? Oh, nothing bundt cakes are very good. Heather said that cake from King's is fire. It is. The Dangobah, I think it's called. It's like their special chocolate cake is also really, really good from there. I've never had a chocolate cake that was light, and that one is really light. It's like a chocolate angel food cake almost. And the filling on it, like it's like a mousse and stuff. Oh, it's so good. Hey, Daniel, welcome in. He said, hello, Cowgirl. Disney Lover 805 said, I worked with this lady that baked when it was that time of the month. Oh my goodness. She made the best carrot cake and cream cheese frosting. Oh, you have to do the cream cheese with it. Heather said, one of my coworkers is a baker and she makes me a vanilla cake with guava curd for my birthday last year. That sounds really good. Isaac said red velvet. Carmen said carrot cake and red velvet. Emily, I don't know. I've never heard that. And I don't know where it would be unless it's over where the cast members go. Because there is like another part of that area around the corner and like going towards the back of the building that's not accessible to guests. So it could be back over there. I know that supposedly there's like a cemetery-ish theming in that area, so it's possible. Emily said a cookie cake. Daniel said, my first time here. I have been live streaming on YouTube for like weeks now. I can't get enough of watching live streams, so I will be tuning in again. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you being here. He said, nice kitchen and Halloween decorations. Thank you. Beat Bobby Flay? No. I am not like even close to being that level. I just have fun with it. Raging Roll said, Wipesie's packing for our Disney trip. Yay! Nancy said, warm cinnamon apple pie with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream is delicious. Oh, that sounds divine. All right, so let's see. We've got the apples done. So we need to combine softened butter and sugar in a large bowl. So for the butter, we need, where is it? Half a cup of salted butter, softened. I think it's softened enough. All right, so an entire stick is half a cup, so we're gonna plop it in the bowl. And then we need the sugar. So we need half a cup, or no, 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Where is it? Don't mind me, I'm making a mess of my kitchen. 2/3 of a cup. All right. Close this up. We're gonna mix the sugar and butter up. Like I said, hopefully the butter's softened enough. It's been sitting out, but not as long as I would like. without music on, because I have, like, music is like such a big part of my life, and that, or like have like TikTok or something on, just some kind of background noise, a live stream, whatever. I hate silence. All right, let me get the other stuff. Actually, no, I can use that one. Just mix this a little bit more. I do have a big old KitchenAid mixer over there, but I never use the darn thing. All right. It will be grainy and chunky, which it is, so we're good. Okay, we need to add the eggs and vanilla extract. So we need 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So take this little measuring spoon off. Vanilla extract. So we got 1 and 2. All right, and we need 2 eggies, 2 large eggs that are not frozen. Sorry guys, I'll get caught back up in the chat in a minute. All right, 1 egg. 2 eggs. All right, let me go wash my hands real quick, guys. All right, and now we need to mix the eggs and the vanilla extract into the sugar and butter. Enough. And now it says it'll be soupy and no large chunks will remain, which I think we're good. Now we need to add the flour and the baking powder and salt. All right, so it said a pinch of salt. A pinch, a pinch. And it's sea salt. Don't know if it makes a difference, but that's what it says. All right, we need 1.5 cups of flour and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. All right, so we have the teaspoon and baking powder, not soda. 1, 2. Oh, wait, 1 more. This is 1.5, and this is 1/2 teaspoon. All right, so there. So 1.5, and then we need 1.5 cups of flour. I just need to dump this bag out. All right, so my thing is 1/2 cup, so we're gonna do 3 scoops. So 1, got that. Let me get caught back up on the chat. Take online orders. Tam said, no worries, man. Take your time. I'm just eating what I made and watching Tulsa King. What'd you make? I said, same here. I was making, oh, there we go. Spaghetti and Caesar salad with garlic bread. And I had the tunes going. It goes from country to Disney music, soundtrack, movie soundtrack. Hey, sounds kind of like my playlist, except I got some other stuff thrown in there too. But spaghetti and Caesar salad and garlic bread sounds delish. Hi, Evelyn Rocha. Welcome in. Ham said, I'm also making dinner potato and cheese taquitos. So yummy. Oh, that sounds delicious. Heather said, you guys are making me hungry. Yeah, these Monday streams make everyone hungry. You've been warned. Yeah, watch at your own risk. Does it say wifey's? Oh, I read that. Zombie Living Dead Gamer say, Katie, have you heard of Disney Dave? He posts old videos from Disney World. I don't think I've heard of him. All right. Stir to combine Leslie with the milk and continue to stir. Okay, so we're gonna mix up all of this now. Thick dough, but it'll get looser in a minute because we have to add milk to it. Okay, how much milk do we need? We need a half a cup of milk. I think I have half a cup in here. If not, I might need to open another container. Look at that, just enough. Actually, I think there's a smidge more in there, but. All right, so let's add in the milk. More like a proper batter. All right. Half the batter, then top with half of the chopped apples, followed by half the brown sugar mixture. Repeat this layering one time, reducing the remaining ingredients. Place the apple bread in the oven. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right, so you're not adding the apples to it in the mixing bowl. You're actually going to pour some of the batter into the loaf pan, and then you're going to spread it out a bit, and then you're going to add a layer of the apple and the cinnamon mixture on top of it, and you're going to repeat that. So some of the apples. I kind of like it that way though, because then you get like a nice even incorporation of the apples and the cinnamon throughout. All right. This is messy though. You don't have to use your hands like I do. I just like knowing that it's nice and even. All right, so then another layer. And then same kind of thing. So for those of you that have not had dinner yet, what are you going to have for dinner? Obviously, we know what I'm having for dinner. Let's see. I do too, Hammy. I love the Fairlife milk. Heather said, I guess I'll be good and hungry for dinner tonight now. Hammy said, I think we should all be allowed a chef for Mondays. They're rough, right? Emily said, don't watch on an empty stomach. Hey, Rick7, welcome in. He said, hello. Ham said, or they read that one. Disney Lover 805 said, I made pasta dish, penne noodles, spaghetti sauce with homegrown tomatoes, ground beef, and a can of corn. My grandson's favorite. That sounds so good. Hey, Jeffrey Giordano. Daniel, I've made some pies, but it's been a while. Hey, Ant-Man. James Macaroni said, save some for the chat. Anthony said, I'm hungry. Shoot some my way. Living Dead Gamer said, yeah, he posts videos to visit to parks from the 90s. Last video when he went to Disney World in 95. Oh, interesting. Daniel said, that's cool that you're making a shepherd's pie tonight. It's dessert pie night at our house. Yum. Hi, Nancy. I'm making cinnamon apple bread right now. And then in a little bit, I'm going to be finishing off the Americanized shepherd's pie. Heather said, I'm taking my mom out for her birthday. We're doing tapan. Oh, yum. Taco salad, Raging Ralph. Yummy. Anthony said, I'm having line paper from a spiral notebook with matched crayons, green color, so it's like vegetables. Ew. Hey, Eddie. He said, good evening, everyone. How are you doing, Eddie? All right. Get the rest of this batter off of here. I think this is one time I will not be enticed at all to lick the batter off the bowl or the beaters or anything like that. Because there's nothing that, I mean, there's sugar, I guess, but there's nothing super enticing on the bread and all, or the bowl or anything like that. Get off of my hand. All right, there we go. And the last, cinnamon sugar. I'm really curious on this one, how it's going to turn out. All right. Let me rinse my hand off because I got sugar all over it. All right, we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees, in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 50 to 55 minutes, or until a toothpick can be inserted in the middle and come out clean. And then we're going to let it cool for 10 minutes once we remove it from the oven. So I'm going to go with a higher range, so 55 minutes, because I know my oven is, it'd be like that. So let's plop that in there and set the timer for 55 minutes. Put my eggs away because I don't need those. All right, let me get back to the chat real quick. Daniel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. All right. I never use this measuring cup, so this can get put away. Yeah. I should get all this stuff out of the way real quick. That way I've got room to work over here. These all didn't get used, so you can get put away. Scissors can get put away. All right. Where are we at? Where are we at? All right, I think we're good on chat. Let me see what we're looking like with the potatoes. See if they're looking like they're getting close or not. Yeah. They're getting there. They're close. They might be all right. Maybe a smidge longer. So, I guess I could get the ground beef out and start browning that. Move this out the way. Let me get the ground beef. And you could use like ground turkey or traditionally it's like lamb, so you could do lamb. But you need basically a ground meat. And you can use as much or as little as you want. For a baking dish for the size that I'm going to be using right here. It's like a 13 by 9, I think. I don't know. But for this size, you're going to want at least a pound of ground meat. I'm going to do 2 pounds, I think. So. But it's up to you ultimately. If I can get this package open. My goodness. Ronnie, you can't have this, buddy. I'm sorry. Actually, let me bring this phone over so I can read the chat. Hey, Blizzard DeWolf, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. It's a cozy cooking. I might have, probably should have used a bigger dish. Oh well. We're committed now. Hey, Jennifer P. I don't know if I said hi to you yet or not. Oops. But how is everyone's week going so far? Is it off to a good start, I hope? I know we're only on Monday. If it is off to a good start, then that's great. If it's not, then there's still plenty of time to turn it around. All right. This is one of my favorite things to use for ground meat to break it up. I got this from a Pampered Chef party, but they do sell something similar in some stores as well, so I love it. Makes breaking up the meat a lot easier into those like itty bitty bite-sized pieces. So you're basically browning your meat, and that's kind of the beauty of this dish also, is you're pre-cooking everything basically. Your potatoes are already going to be cooked. Your meat's already going to be cooked. The vegetables are like flash frozen, so you're just warming them up. So it's the prep time that takes a while. The oven itself isn't long at all. And then for this one, traditionally you would have your ground meat, your potatoes, and then for the Americanized version, I'm using a can of cream of chicken soup. You're supposed to really use like cream of mushroom, but I can't do mushrooms. My stomach, it's no bueno. So I do cream of chicken. If you're good with cream of mushroom, then you're like more than welcome to use that. Whatever's easiest or best for you. And then the frozen vegetables. You can use non-frozen, I guess, if you'd like. And then, but frozen's just so quick and easy. And then I like to top mine with some shredded cheese on top of the potatoes. Just a light layer so there's like a little crust on it. So. Brian said, retired, so every day is great. I love that. How long have you been retired, Brian? If you're not comfortable answering that, you don't need to. And now that Disney has dropped their Christmas line in the parks, a lot of it's already been on the Disney website for several days now. Is anyone planning on buying any of the Christmas merch this year? Brian said 9 years. Oh, that's awesome. He said retired at 60. What field of work were you in, Brian? If you are comfortable answering. Martin said I've been retired never. You've been forced into medical retirement, Martin. Martin said eyes home now, air buddy. Nice. Glad you made it home safely. And hopefully your mama's doing all right. Emily said, my Ariel Baseball Walt Disney World jersey should be here on Wednesday. Been waiting since it came out to be available. Martin said, true. You'll be back there, Martin, don't worry. He's like, yay. I like waiting sometimes for the merch to go on sale. Like right now, a good chunk of the Halloween merch is on sale in the parks. Her Universe line of Halloween merch is on sale. The Halloween home decor, a lot of that's on sale. The big pumpkins and the little pumpkins that light up, those are on sale. So if you wanted some of that but you were holding out, now's the time to get it. And then if you're a magic key holder or you know someone who is, you can stack the discounts. So there's the original like price discount, and then your magic key discount stacks on top of that. So it's a really good deal. Hey, Arturo Lopez. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Martin said it was my dad. I was taken to the hospital for his appointment. Oh, okay. Man, your whole family. Martin, what the heck's going on over there? Brian said, owned a transportation brokerage company and a musician since 16, played lead guitar and singer. That's awesome, Brian. Hey, Kelly Clark, welcome in. Kelly said, I make shepherd's pie with Thanksgiving leftovers. Use the stuffing as a crust, pre-bake it, then add turkey, veggies, and gravy. Top it off with mashed potatoes and bake it. I love that. There's a sandwich at Earl of Sandwich in downtown Disney that's very similar. It's called the Holiday Turkey. And it's got like carved roast turkey breast, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, all that stuff on it. It's really good. It's one of my favorite sandwiches. And then Disney even has one in the park around that time of year that's very similar over at Jolly Holiday. But yeah, I love like incorporating leftovers and making almost like a little shepherd's pie / casserole type deal. So good. Honestly, I love Thanksgiving food, period. It's like comfort food. Arturo said, my wife Maya Salazar and myself are doing very well, thank you, this Monday evening here in Guanajuato, Mexico, Main Street Cowgirl. Good to hear, Arturo. I hope you and Maya are doing splendid. Martin said, it's all because I took the rest of the year off from work. Staying on disability, things started to happen here at the house medical-wise. It's like a snowball, right? Just B said, how long does it take to cook the shepherd's pie? So since most of it's already pre-cooked, not very long at all. It's like 20-30 minutes, depending on your oven. Basically, you're just wanting to kind of thaw out the vegetables and warm up the cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup and get like a little nice crust going on top of your potatoes. So the cheese is optional, honestly. You don't have to do the cheese. I just like doing the cheese. So Daniel said, do you have a favorite Disney movie character? Like any live actions? I really like the live action Mufasa. Say it again. Mufasa. Live action. I liked the live action Beauty and the Beast, honestly. I know it wasn't everybody's favorite, but I thought it was really good. And I thought, who was it, Emma Watson that was Belle? I think she did a really good job. Oh, and I liked the live action Cinderella. That was really well done. I don't know. There have been so many like live actions lately from Disney. It's hard to say. Zombie Living Dead Gamer said, 44 more days till Disneyland. Yes. Emily said, so I'll be at your house for Thanksgiving. That's my RSVP. I don't even know if we're doing Thanksgiving at my house this year. I haven't heard from everyone yet, so I don't know what's happening. Rick 7 said, I've never eaten apple and cinnamon together. It must be good, I believe. Oh, it's delicious. Arturo. Thank you, Arturo. All right. And for me personally, I like more lean meat, so I get like the 97% lean, 3% fat, but It's whatever your preference is. I know sometimes people like the more fatty ground beef because the flavor from the fat, but it's just preference. Jessica said, my favorite live action is Ever After. Oh, that's such a good movie. I love that one. Emily said, more food for us than Nancy Katie. I love it. What about everyone else? What's your favorite live action movie? Disney live action. Do you guys think they'll ever do a live action of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I've always kind of wondered how they could pull that off. I think if they did it though, if they did it well, I think it would be so popular. Rick said, it must smell good there. It's getting there, it's getting there. Everything's finally starting to cook. Oh, my dog just smelt the food cooking. So it must be smelling good because my dog just came in and started sniffing around. Let's see. Brian said, I make shepherd's pie at least every 2 weeks. Love it. I do too. It's so, well, I don't make it every 2 weeks, but I love it. It's so good. Daniel said, oh, that's not for me. All right, we're caught up. This isn't for you, Bubba's. I'm sorry. Should I give you an itty bitty piece? Huh? Should I give you an itty bitty piece of meat? It's hot though. Let me see. I'm surrounded. This is all you get. I know you'll be in denial. You ready? Can you sit? No, that's it. It's all done. Nice try though. Alright, so I'm just basically cutting this up into smaller pieces of meat because you don't want like big ol' honkin' chunks. All right, so it's pretty well browned. You can get a spoon. And you could technically put your ground beef into a bowl and add the cream of chicken or cream of mushroom in that bowl. I like to make it as simple as possible, so I just do it right into the baking dish. So I'm like, less pots and pans. I just get like a slotted spoon so I can drain the fat out of the meat as I'm scooping it up. Or you could drain the fat before separately, you know, but. And I'm sure most of, not all of you already know this, but just in case anyone doesn't, never, ever, 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 ever drain your fat into your sink drain. Because it will harden in your pipes, and then you got a mess on your hands. So like in this instance, I'll probably drain it into the empty can and then let it harden and then toss it. But if you don't have like an aluminum can to use, you could take some aluminum foil and fold it a few times to make it thick enough, and then put it to where it covers your drain completely in your sink and drain it into that. Let it harden and then pick up the entire thing and toss it. And speaking of kitchen sinks, you guys can learn from some of my my mishaps over the years. Did you know you should never run your garbage disposal with hot water, like really hot water? Like warm water is one thing, but never with really hot water, because it can actually burn up your motor on your garbage disposal. I learned that from a plumber. And then he also recommended every so often to help sharpen the blades on your garbage disposal to run ice cubes through it, like once a month or once every other month, because it'll help sharpen your blades, and it will also help deodorize and like clear out anything that might be stuck to them, any like gunk that's built up. I think because I am making so much, I'm actually going to use 2 cans of soup. I feel like I'm using so much meat that I need a little more soup to help it blend properly. The dogs, dogs. Daniel said that he loves Aladdin live action. Emily said Aladdin probably, but I'm just over Disney making anything live action. I feel that. Carmen said Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and 101 Dalmatians, Auntie Katie. 101 Dalmatians was good. The Cruella movies were really good live actions. And honestly, even the Maleficent movies have been really good live actions too, I think. Yay, Dodgers won, Sanchez! How exciting! Carmen said, I think Roger Rabbit is live action and cartoon, NTK. Yeah, but I'm saying like make the whole thing live action, no animation. Or like what if you reversed it? What if you made the humans the animated and then like the cartoons the live action? That'd be interesting. B said, LOL, them pups eyeing that meat, right? They're like, drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. I appreciate you subscribing, Daniel. Zombie Living Dead Gamer said, fine, and Dandy Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still won't let sorrow bring me down. I'll be fine, and Dandy Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. All right. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but sounds good. Hey, Sandra Chanel, welcome in. She said, what's in the American Shepherd's Pie, Katie? So it is ground meat. I use beef. You can use whatever your preference is. Campbell's cream of either mushroom or chicken soup, whichever your preference is. Frozen vegetables. I usually do either corn or carrots and peas. And then mashed potatoes, and then I usually top it with some shredded cheese. Hi, Belle Rojo. Welcome in, sweetheart. Ant-Man said, movies in general lately haven't been that good. That's why anime is #1 in the box office worldwide right now. You and your anime. Carmen said, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Auntie Katie. That'd be cool. Emily said, they're your assistants. They're like, hey, whatever gets us food, we're cool with. All right, so let me get the frozen vegetables out. I'm just kind of prolonging having to mash the potatoes. Because I don't like mashing potatoes at all. All right, so once you have the ground meat that's been browned, mixed well with your canned soup, your cream of chicken or your cream of mushroom soup, you're gonna take the frozen peas and, well, your frozen vegetables, I should say. I'm using peas and carrots. And you're gonna sprinkle those across the top of the meat. And just kind of spread them around so it's nice and even. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I decided, for fun, I'd get a bag of carrots that are different colors. So it's gonna be a very colorful dish when you go to cut into it. Or scoop it out, I guess I should say. All right, we've got 29 minutes on the timer for the bread. Let me drain this fat into a can real quick so it can get put away. Oh, and he also mentioned, the plumber also mentioned you could do like lemon peels or orange peels that have been like ripped into smaller pieces through the garbage disposal, that those will also help like deodorize it. Just not a ton, like a little bit, you know. All right, so these should be nice and soft now. We're gonna go drain the water out of them. Watch out. And the facials are free from the steam. All right. And then to your preference, you can add in butter, milk, whatever, however you make your mashed potatoes. I do a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt. Sometimes I'll even do like garlic salt. Just kind of whatever you want. I know everyone has their own like ways of making their potatoes. Some people like them really thick and kind of like lumpy, and other people like them really soft and smooth. Personally, I like mine really smooth with like little to no lumps. Finish off this milk. I feel like I missed something. Hi, Fairy Godmother. How many days away is your trip? How's the weather out in New Zealand? Sorry guys, I'm just scrolling through. Belle Rojo said, about to finish doing homework and going to make pumpkin cookies, which is Katie's recipe. You're making more? I love it. Ada said, I just watched the K-pop Hunter movie again. I still haven't watched it, Ada. Is it really good? It must be if you're watching it a second time. She said, gotta catch up with Demon Slayer. Just watched the first, went to Netflix. Fairy Godmother said, I love your orange pumpkin, Mickey. Thank you. Ada said, send me some, Belle. Emily said, yes, we do the lemon and orange pills into our disposal too. I've never used like the pill ones. I know what you're talking about. I've never used those though. Daniel said, Mr. Mischief, have you seen, oh, that's not for me. Where are we at? Daniel said, I use mayonnaise, sour cream, and sometimes a little bit of cream cheese, but for sure mayonnaise, sour cream combo. I've never heard of mayonnaise in mashed potatoes. That's an interesting one. Huh. All right, where's my masher? There's one. Where's the other one? And again, I know this is not the best. It's just more convenient. So I like to use a traditional potato masher first, like the metal with the little squiggles on them, and then I use this one afterwards. Here, let me come closer. So I use this one initially, and then this one. That way it like breaks up the bigger chunks, and then it makes it really nice and small. Again, just my preference though. Anthony, oh, that's not for me. Ada said, oh, cool, Aunt, you must send me a pic when you make it, please. Fairy Godmother said, 12 more sleeps, and it's windy and raining. Oh, it's going to be here so quickly. Are you guys going to Oogie Boogie Bash as well? Or are you just coming to the parks for the days? Hey, Jansen. Sorry, I'm just trying to see which ones are for me in here. Daniel said, I just watched the K-pop team again for like the 10th time today. A-Stub91, this is Tucker. Is it? Is it pretty? I don't have anything to give you. Is it pretty? If you're not going to say pretty, you're not going to get it. Okay, then you're not going to get it. We don't do food for free. You already got your free, now you got to work. Hey, Natalie Broho, welcome in, sweetheart. Hey, Heather Smith, welcome in. No problem. I'm just mashing some potatoes right now. Oh, I still need to add the salt. I forgot about the salt. How's your day going, Heather? Fairy Godmother said, we arrive at LAX on the 19th of October. I'm arranging a catch-up with some streamers and a couple of people who cannot go to the park, so we'd love to catch up with you on Sunday evening in downtown. I would love to. Are you on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, Fairy Godmother? If you are, feel free to send me a direct message on there and let me know time and place, and if I'm able to, I would love to say hi. Anthony said, yes, the movie is definitely sad, and it's sad. Movies are going to be even sadder. Hey, theme park seniors. I already made the cinnamon apple bread. It's in the oven, and right now I'm finishing up the shepherd's pie. Betty said, hey, Katie, your family must be happy you're making all these yummy treats, right? I know at first they were like, you're doing more streaming, and then they're like, oh wait, but we get to reap the benefits, so I guess that's all right. Oh, you couldn't get tickets for Oogie Boogie Bash. That's okay. You'll still have a wonderful time in the parks. Anthony said, I haven't seen K-pop yet. Ryan said, ooh, food dispenser pupper. Anthony said, K-pop is anime. Fairy Godmother said, I still wanted to wear my Fairy Godmother outfit at DCA. Well, technically, you can wear it on a day that's an Oogie Boogie day, because people come to the park dressed up on Oogie Boogie days and they don't question it. They assume you're going to Oogie Boogie Bash later in the day. So you can wear it 100% and be fine on the actual Oogie Boogie days. And if you're in Disneyland at night, don't worry about it. People hop, so you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. Hey, Suzanne A. Welcome in. She said, hi, love your cooking tips. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate you being here. Daniel said, Tucker's such a cutie. Well, they both are. Thank you. Heather said, my day's going great. Was even better after I got a picture of John Denver today. Yeah, did you like that one with his tongue out? He was like, okay, Mom, put me away, because he knows when I put him away, his supplements are usually in there waiting for him. So it's like that whole Pavlov's dog thing where, like, they, like, salivate when they, like, have a routine of something, you know? And so he assumed his food was going to be in there, but it wasn't, because I'm going back after I'm done with all this tonight to finish taking care of the horses. So he got in there and he was like, seriously, where's my food? But yeah, he started getting all excited and like licking his lips thinking, I'm going to go eat, I'm going to go eat. But let me see. Heather said, I already read that one. Fairy Godmother said, I'll find you. As I stuffed up my Instagram the other day, this old Fairy Godmother doesn't know what she's doing half the time. Hey, that's me too. You got sometimes so much on your plate that you don't know which way is up and which way is down. So I feel ya. All right, Ada. Martin said, I kind of want the new Oogie Boogie hoodie. Do it. It's probably on sale right now, Martin. Worth checking to see. Fairy Godmother said, oh, that's great. Maybe I'll turn up at the downtown and catch up with people I know it's me. That'd be so cute, especially if it's on a Sunday, because Sundays are Oogie Boogie days, so it would work. All right. And if you're staying on property, Fairy Godmother, and you have little ones with you, if you're staying at one of the Disney Resort hotels, like the Grand Californian or the Pixar Hotel or the Disneyland Hotel, and you have any little ones with you, they can do trick-or-treating on Oogie Boogie nights at the hotels. So each of the Disney hotels have trick-or-treating stations at the hotels in like multiple locations, and they hand out candy, but it has to be a little one. So, and even if they're not dressed in costume, they'll still give them the candy. So keep that in mind. It's only on Oogie Boogie nights, and you have to be staying at the resorts on property. And another thing as well, Fairy Godmother. Oh, Tucker, I didn't know you were there. And anyone else, don't forget that Wednesday nights in downtown Disney, they're doing Halloween themed movies. So it's in the Grassy area over by Din Tai Fung and the D-Lander store. So keep that in mind if you want to have like a nice unwind, you know, with the little ones or yourselves or whatever. You can bring blankets and lay them down like a little picnic and enjoy a movie. So, and it's free. I love that they're doing that this year. I think it's so cool. I hope they do it every year. Right, Martin? Theme Park Senior said, countdown to the big movie, 12 days. Or the big move. I thought it said movie. Wow, you guys are moving that quick? I know you guys had been looking for a place, but I didn't think you'd actually be moving in already. That's crazy. That's super fast. What part of Vegas did you end up settling in? What region? If you don't want to stay on stream, it's fine. We have so many, oh, Tucker gets some potatoes. We have so many mods and friends that live out there. It's crazy. Mods and streamer viewers and all that stuff that live out in Vegas. Our friends Crystal and Chris, they're like in their, shoot, I don't know, maybe mid to late 20s to early 30s. I'm so terrible with age. But they just moved out there recently. They're really, really nice. All right, so I overfilled this baking dish, but it's fine because it's not like the potatoes are going to boil over or anything. All right, let me get some cheese and we'll top that puppy off. And if you're going to do cheese, you can use whatever you want. I like a 3 cheese blend or like a mild cheddar personally. And if anyone wants to check if you shop at Walmart, I was really excited when I placed my grocery order because all of the shredded Tillamook cheese, well, not all, but the vast majority of it was on sale and like half off, I think. So I stocked up on the cheese because I love Tillamook, so. Tucker, you're so naughty. You're so naughty. All right. So now I just gotta wait for the bread to be finished. It's got 13 minutes left on the timer. And then we can put the shepherd's pie in the oven. Go this way. All right, let me put this stuff away and then I will get caught back up on the chalk base. Tell you one thing, my house is hot right now with this oven going. All right, where are we at? Martin said, "Aw man, time to shrink then." Carmen said, "Oh man, I don't getting candy in hotel, Auntie Katie." No, I know, it's just for little kids and just for guests of the Disney hotels. Ada said, "Okay, back Diva Girl had to be picked up. She got issues." Ada, don't talk about yourself like that. Fairy Godmother said, "Oh no, we're across from the park within walking distance. Just hubby and I for our 38th wedding anniversary on the 21st. Happy anniversary! That's wonderful. Don't forget to get a button, a happily ever after button for you guys to wear." Martin said, I'm only 5'4", so it's not much height I'm losing." Carmen said, "They're bringing back the ornament hunting in downtown Disney, Auntie Katie." They are, Carmen. I saw that. Was it called Chippendales? Something, I can't remember. But yeah, they're bringing it back in downtown Disney and in the parks. Martin was thinking like me. Fairy Godmother said, "We're going to a wedding in Colorado of a girl we met in Disneyland in 2019. They're friends who have become family." I love that. Martin said, "Overfilled. Want the mods to come over and overfill it." The more the merrier, Fairy Godmother. Come on over. Ada said, "I'm on it, but I can pick out the veggies." Ada. My family, Emily. Martin said, "It was warm in the Dino area earlier." Oh. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. Oh my gosh, the bread smells so good right now. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision to smell it. It's funny because I was being overly ambitious earlier and I was like, maybe I'll make 2 different kinds of bread. Ain't no way. As much time as it's taken. But I have a few other recipes picked out for the next few weeks for you guys. I've got another bread recipe, another cookie recipe. Actually, I think I have 2 different bread recipes, and then a cookie recipe. And then I think some of our friends were going to shoot me some recipes too, which you guys are more than welcome to do. I would love to maybe try and make one of your favorites. I know Sarah Nicole was going to send me a cookie recipe that she does. Pork. Fairy Godmother said, you're so very... Oh, thank you. Carmen said, I love the ornament hunting. Was only downtown Disney last year, Auntie Katie. That's cool that they're bringing the ornament hunting in parks, Auntie Katie. I'm pretty sure it's in the parks again, Carmen. I could be wrong. But I thought it was in the parks too. Emily said, probably me. Hadn't had my shower yet. Sorry. Oh, Emily. Heather said, very cool. Looking forward to it. All right. I'm just going to put some stuff away really quickly to clean off my counters while we are waiting for the bread to finish, because I don't like the clutter everywhere. And I need to wipe the counter off as well. And I know I asked earlier, but I don't think many people responded. What are you guys doing for dinner yourselves tonight? Martin said, you think all 64 of us will fit in your house, Katie? Actually, I know you will, because I used to have bunko parties here and I would have at least that many people. Carmen said, love your cookies and I love bread. Yay. I just accepted you. There we go. Perfect. Ay. 2 days. Although, Filipino food for dinner. Yum. Heather said, well, I'm eating some of the yams that I cooked for my dog. Yams are good. It sounds yummy too. Carmen said, no, the ornament hunting was only in downtown Disney last year, Auntie Katie, since it was the first year they were doing it. Was it really the first year, Carmen? I swear it's a blur. Martin said, okay, well, in that case, I'll send the invite to Discord too, LOL. Carmen said, you should do a cooking stream, Mr. Mischief. Theme Park Senior said, we had leftovers as we try to clean out the fridge. Yeah, you gotta make the most of it, right? You don't want to have to throw it out, so you might as well eat it. Disney Lover 805 said, having the Costco stir fry tomorrow. Ooh, yum. Watch out, stuff. How much longer we got? 5 minutes. Ant-Man said, my kitchen looks like crap. It's not stream worthy like Katie's. Hey, you could do like a grilling stream or a smoke. Right, Anne? She said, yum. Ada, send pics. What's everyone's favorite kind of bread? And then, let me see. I'll tell you guys the other ones I have saved. Let's see. Let me find them all. And then, yeah, the strawberry one that I told you guys about. You want to make the bread that I just made, the apple cinnamon bread, if you want to make it in 3 mini loaves, you're going to cook it for 25 to 30 minutes in some 5.75 by 3 pans. So I know I had said I would let you guys know on that one. So that's that. And it's about, for the loaf, it's about 300. Disney Lover 805 said, is the stream lagging or just my phone? I hope it's not the stream. Emily said, I keep on lagging, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. See you tomorrow. I hope, Auntie Katie. Shoot, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. It doesn't show it lagging on my end. Hey, Paul, welcome in. All right. Ada said, Aunt, do a stream getting your machine ready for a thingy you make. Yes, that's Jar Jar playing. All right, final countdown. Do 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 do. All right, guys, if you're having problems with lag, try completely closing out YouTube and reopening it. Oh, this looks so good. Look at that, guys. All right. Clean as a whistle. All right, so I think we're good on that. I'm gonna set that off to the side and we're gonna put the shepherd's pie. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. And then I just put it in at 325 for like 25 to 30 minutes. Because like I said, it's all pretty much pre-cooked, so. Hey, Antonio. I just pulled out some apple. But yeah, if you guys missed the beginning of the stream, we were talking about the chromatics I saw. I think it's gonna be a cross from the 3 houses that the 3 little pigs live in. Those are gonna be on your right, and then on the left, I think is gonna be Rapunzel's tower. So just before you go under the little bridge that Casey Jr. goes across, and then on the other side of that bridge is Alice's house and, or her little village. And then the park where Peter Pan and Wendy go. So I think it's gonna be just before you get to that stuff on the left-hand side. We'll see. Maria said, your house must smell like Main Street. Dave says, oh my gosh, Katie, it smells so good. Fairy Godmother said, Katie, I will message you over the next day or so as I'm busy trying to organize to get people together at downtown from the other side of the world. No worries, my friend. Sounds good. Paul said, nope. Carmen said, a little bit, Mr. Mischief. Lauren said, work. Get into it so bad already. Carmen said, I jumped a little bit when the dog barked into Katie. I did too, Carmen. No, I'm busy. I'll play fetch with you later. No, don't talk back. You be good. Yes, you be good. We're gonna have an argument. He's bringing me his ball. I see it. I see your ball. What? Are you mad that? Okay. I heard you. Yes. Hush. You're too loud. No. No. He's persistent. barking contest. Anthony said, I think it's YouTube messing up. Yeah, it's not showing, it shows me at 30 frames per second and 38. That means. So it's showing a decent signal on my end. I don't know. Fairy Godmother said, it's lagging a bit here too, but I'm at the other side of the world, so that's cool. Theme Park Senior said, when your dogs bark, it sure grabs the attention of our cats. Oh my gosh, I bet. Poor kitties. Fairy Godmother said, well, hello, my friends, the Mandarino Adventures. Ada said, oh, Mom, play with him. That's all I do all day, Ada. He's persistent. Mandarino Adventure said, Pluto doesn't bark. Why is that? LOL. I've seen, there's one video where he's like, arr, arr, arr. I can't remember. It's an old one though. It's an old, like, I think it was black and white, but he barked in that one. Martin said, I'll have a bark off with the pup. Anthony said, oh, that's why it's lagging. It should be at 6,000. It was never at 6,000 today. I don't know. It's been at like 3,000 something this whole time. I don't know. It's only been 5 minutes. I'm just getting that out so it's ready. And then the last thing that we were talking about was the sale at Bath & Body Works. So the Disney Villains line, the Halloween, the fall, and a few other random things are all on sale up to 75% off right now. And then if you have coupons, you can stack those on top of most of the sale stuff. So works out to a really good deal. Like even so like the Maleficent candle, and then this one was like my favorite. I had to have this one. The candle holder. It's got Murphy. This one's on sale, and it's like a huge discount too, because originally this one's $60 and it's on sale for like, I think it's $15, and then you can use your coupon on top of that. So it's a really good sale. The Snow White candle holders are on sale. There's 2 different ones. I only saw this one though for Maleficent. I didn't see the one that lights up on sale, so they might be out of stock on that one. But the candles were still available. The soaps were, but I don't remember. No, I think they did have the soap dispensers as well. So the soap dispensers do not come filled with soap, so you will need to buy the soap as well. Here's the and you just need to put some sort of foaming soap. It doesn't have to be their soap, it can be whatever you want. But the soap dispensers as well. Like $2 and some change. And then like the refills for the sanitizers are really cheap. I don't know, it's a really good sale right now. So if you wanted any of this and you kind of held off, now's the time. Or if you want to get it and put it away for, you know, stocking stuffers and Christmas presents and stuff, it's a really good time to do it. It's me, ding dong. And like I said, even like their Halloween stuff and their fall stuff's on sale too. And if you're able to go in store, there's some stuff that's only available in store that's not online. So you might have a better selection in the store. So just trial and error. Martin said, oh, I already read that one. Maria said, but at the park he doesn't bark. He's got laryngitis. Hey Balaban, welcome in. I'm doing well, how are you? My day's going good, Balaban. I hope you had a good day. Hey Love Pugs, welcome in. They said, hello everyone, good evening, and happy Monday. Happy Monday. Fairy Godmother said, Katie, I'll bring you a bar of New Zealand chocolate. I'm known at the hotel as the chocolate lady. Oh, that's so cute. I would never turn down some sweets, just saying. My mods would be really mad at me if I did. Maria said it can hold one of those battery operated candles. Yeah, you can. You don't have to use the Bath and Body Works ones. Personally, I will probably never burn the candles that are in that line because I don't like the scent, especially the Maleficent one. It smells horrible. At least for me, that's not my cup of tea, but it's pretty. But yeah, you could definitely put like another brand or another style of candle or something on there, or use it for something totally different. It can just be a holder for something, you know. Balaban said, that's a nice candle holder, Katie. Thank you. Welcome back, Natalie Rojo. She said, I see Blinky. There's Blinkies everywhere. I have Blinkies there and there and there and there and there and there and there. I have Blinkies all over my house. There's one staring at me right now. Daniel said, how much longer for the reveal? We got, I guess I could, it's still really warm. Natalie Rose said, in the back. Mandarina Venture. Olympical. Hey, Leslie Jameson, welcome in. Welcome in from Pittsburgh. Hope you're having a great night. Daniel said, my favorite chocolate is Belgian chocolate. Ooh, yum. Daniel said, my wife and I just ordered 25 concentrated scented sprays. My favorites are the Christmas ones, Sweater Weather, Perfect Christmas. They were on sale for $3.50, so couldn't resist. Yeah, there's a really good sale right now going on a lot of stuff. Ada said, sweets, it's always a yes. See, I told you. Leslie said, love Disney, OMG, I love the Disney Bath and Body. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. It's on sale right now, the Maleficent stuff and the Evil Queen, the villains lines. Balaban said, Katie, you have a nice house for your own, Katie. Thank you, Balaban. Fairy Godmother said 132 likes. We're heading for 150, so if you haven't already, hit the like button. Please do it now. Thank you so much. Love, Fairy Godmother. Thank you. Natalie said, oh my, so many Blinkies. Yes, they're taking over. Daniel said, I had an idea to make a part that fits the small slats in the half spray automatic sprayer. That would be cool. Leslie said, new to the channel, liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Leslie. Welcome to the channel. Fairy Godmother said, oh wow, where was that sale? Can you take me, please? We don't know where all these places are to go. We don't drive over there. I wonder if you could buy it here and ship it back there. I don't know. Because I'd imagine you probably couldn't or wouldn't necessarily want to try and take it on the plane because a lot of it's like liquids or like the candles. I don't know. The candles might be all right. I don't know. Depends. But there's, I think there's a Bath and Body near Anaheim. Daniel said, sorry about the typos. I have big thumbs and tried to type too fast. No worries. I mess up too. All right. Let me try. Let me see if it comes out easily or not. If it doesn't come out easily, I'm not going to force it. Because technically, you're not supposed to try and get it out of there until it's fully cooled. But all right, we'll give it a go. Cinnamon and sugar everywhere. Please don't stick. Ooh, just a little tiny bit stuck to the bottom of the pan. So just that little bit there stuck. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So you guys can see. And that's not burnt, that's like the cinnamon and brown sugar. I can get this bit off. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Wow. You guys need to try this recipe. It's really good. Let me see. It says we've got 12 minutes left on the shepherd's pie. Let me clean this knife off really quickly. All right. Thank you, Leslie. She said the Disney stuff is so cute. Looks yummy. Martin said it got dark fast over there. Still some tad of light here. Yeah, I think all the mountains that kind of surround us makes it kind of get darker quicker. Hey, Peyton Edwards, welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Daniel said it's the bed and bath spray. Sell when you join, they tell you and send you about the sales. Yes. Maria said I can just smell the cinnamon. Fairy Godmother said I might have to put an order in for some of that apple cinnamon bread. Maria said the torture. Leslie said, OMG, the dog is so cute. Thank you. All right. Actually, let me get a plate to put it on. I feel like since I haven't let it fully cool, it's gonna kind of fall apart, but patience is a virtue I don't really have. Yeah, it's falling apart. It's all right, it'll still taste just as good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So next time for me, I saved a little bit too much of the cinnamon and sugar to coat the top with. Next time I would incorporate a little bit more into the layers between the batter. Because you can see it, it's there, like there's swirls of it, but it's not as pronounced as I would have liked it to be. Because I had quite a bit to put on top, more than I anticipated. So definitely next time I wouldn't have as much for the top as I would in between. Fairy Godmother said, Kitty, I always purchase extra luggage to bring back stuff. I'm gonna look online. I love it. Martin said, I was gonna say I'll meet you somewhere for some of the bread tomorrow, but I remembered I'm going later in the afternoon that direction, sort of. Leslie said, I've never made a shepherd's pie, would love to. Martin said, I won't be crossing over the mountain at least. Hey, Mel. And your husband, John, doing out there in Las Vegas? Is the weather good? He said, hello, Main Street Cowgirl. My husband, John Salazar, and I say hello from It's Getting Cold, Las Vegas, Nevada, this fine Monday evening. Hey, do it, lady. If you guys are not familiar with Mighty Mel LV, that's our friend Mel. He also has a channel called Vegas Horror, so be sure to check that channel out. He covers all like the spooky Vegas content. Good stuff. Fairy Godmother said, it looks yummy. Does it freeze okay? Stick it in the freezer until I get there. I don't know. I've never made it before. That's a good question. I would imagine it probably would. I don't know. Martin said, oh, I'm sure the weather's getting lots better in Las Vegas. Would be done. Are we over that now? Are we over Chip? All right. 1 minute. 1 minute on the shepherd's pie. William. Martin said, if it's getting better here, it's getting better there. Well, I know they had some wind on Saturday. I had some family out there over the weekend. Or no, on Friday. And they went to that lantern festival. There's like a music festival. And then they have an area at the festival where you can release the paper lanterns, like Entangled. Like Entangled? And I guess it was so windy on Friday that they canceled it. But they did it on Saturday. So, really, really cool. It's not in town though. It's like between Vegas and State Line. Like Vegas and Prim. It's in between there. Yes, Rise Festival. I couldn't remember the name of it, Mel. Hey, Most Wanted. Welcome in. Vegas Horror Theme Park Seniors. If Aunt, can you drop the link for Mel's channel? Mel said, Jean, Nevada, an hour outside of Vegas. I just remember it being like out by Seven Magic Mountains, which I'm shocked is still there because I remember they said like, oh, it's a temporary installment and blah, 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 blah. And everyone like made such a big deal about going out there to see them, and now they're like, meh, whatever. Hey, Pinky Stevo 10, welcome in. Most Wanted said, hello, mods in chat. Mel said, yeah, Aunt, drop Vegas Horror. Oh, Ange beat him to it. Thank you, Ange. Like and prescribe. Most Wanted said, yeah, apple cinnamon bread. It's really good, too. It came out really well. Oh, I lied. I thought it said 1 minute. It says 4. Mel said, OMG, yeah, 7 Magic Mountains. I know I went out there. Was it before? I think it was after, right after COVID. Like, I think the mask mandate had just been lifted and stuff. And I went out there and I met 2 of my sisters that I'd never met before. But on the drive, we stopped and had to go check out the 7 Magic Mountains because they were like the cool thing. But Mel said, always prescribe. Martin said, sorry, doctors doesn't prescribe medication of streams. Well, you're going to the wrong doctor then, Martin, clearly. Theme Park Senior said, thank you, Aunt, we got it. I'm okay, Most Wanted. The Benadryl's helping as far as the itchiness, but the redness and the rash are still there. Mel, I still need to go. He said, going to Area 15 soon. Need anything? What? There's nothing here. Martin said, is there a specific doctor I need to go to for those prescriptions? Dr. Love. Hey! Hush! Cállate. He's bilingual. At least he thinks he is. Dr. Phil Lapino. No. Martin said, woof. It's getting there, guys. I'm sorry. So like I said, hopefully tomorrow it should be in the parks. Spanish dog, it seems. I told you. And we'll show you guys the Christmas merch that dropped today. And hopefully it's not too packed. I have a feeling it's going to be really busy like it was last week, though, because it's still fall break for a lot of schools. So maybe the merch will help keep us occupied so we're not like fighting the crowds in the park. There'll be crowds in the store with air conditioning. I don't know. but we'll make the most of it. And then planning on Thursday as well in the park. So we'll see. We got to get our Disney in now because later in October, Disney's going to be closing at 10 p.m., guys. So we might do Disney and then head over to Knott's, or I don't know, Disney to HHN. I don't know. Because that seems so early. But Sandra said they say it's supermoon. Is it really? Theme Park Senior said, Dr. Love, what kind of rash does he have? No, we're talking about what kind of doctor prescribes a stream. And I'm the one with the rash. I had like an allergic reaction last night. Martin said, Filipino doctors, you mean like Dr. Pacquiao? Mel? Oh my goodness, you guys are nuts. Fairy Godmother said, we once let off lanterns. It was after my mom's funeral and people came back to our home. We were having drinks and nibbles and I thought the lanterns would be a lovely thing to do. That's so beautiful. Hush. Hush, Evan. Oof. Heavy, 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 heavy. Do you even lift, bro? All right, so you guys can see. I might put it in for a couple more minutes to get it a little more crispy on top. The bits are right there on the potatoes are a little crispy, but I like it a little more crispy than that. Goodness. Thing is heavy. Most one it said Disney and Knott's. Vamonos. Martin said we need to get a petition for later closing at Disneyland. Honestly, guys, I have a theory. I think this is going to be a permanent change. I really do. We might get lucky and have like a midnight closing, but I have a really bad feeling that this is going to be the new norm. And I'll tell you why. For one thing, from 11 o'clock to midnight, the park really empties out a lot, and I feel like they don't feel like they need to be paying employees when there's that few guests still remaining in the park. And if they eliminate that, then that's that much less time they have to pay their employees. And because the pay went up drastically for the employees with the lawsuits and everything that just recently happened, lawsuits for back pay to a ton of employees going back several years. So Disney's really having to like push out a ton of money right now, and I feel like they're like, oh, if we just cut out that extra hour, that'll save us a lot of money. And so I really, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But I have this gut feeling that this is probably going to be like the new norm, and 11 is going to be like our normal closing time, period. So, but I don't like it. All right, where are we at? Mel said John literally pre-eats before we eat and blames me. Martin said he's putting that on Devin Mel because of the food postings. Martin said, yeah, I'll take some of that tomorrow, Katie, please. Thank you. He said, stop stopping over at Devin's for food. Most Wanted said, was in the ER today. I got my foot ran over. Oh no, by an electric scooter at Kaiser. Painful. She was heavy set. Oh no, I hope you're okay. Fairy Godmother said, we soon changed our mind when the police helicopter came and flew over. Little did we realize they were on the flight path. We didn't even think about that. but we soon took off when the helicopter came. Oh my gosh. Well, it would have been lovely. It was a lovely thought, a lovely gesture. Fairy Godmother said it was really funny at the time, and my mom would have loved it. See, she was probably having a good hoot at it up in heaven. Martin said, and ticket prices going up too. Yeah. Hey, Jacob. Welcome in. He said, Kate, what's up? Just waiting on the food to finish in the oven. We got some apple cinnamon bread that we cooked already, and then we've got shepherd's pie in the oven. Hold on. Hey, can I call you back in a little bit? I'm live streaming. Oh. Hang on, guys. I'm going to have to mute you for a minute. All right. Sorry, guys. Hey, Roxy. Welcome in. Huh? I'm good, Roxy. How are you? All right, almost done, guys. Do, do, do. 23, 22, 21. Sorry, I don't have my other phone right now. Main Street phone, how can we help you? All right, guys. Here, I'll just take it out. It's only like another 15 seconds. Oh, hush. All right. Ooh. All right. Should I plate some up and show you guys? Question is, can I get it out without making a mess? The answer is maybe. All right, well, top it down a smidge on the side right there, but you can kind of see. So there you go. All right, guys. No petition for later Disney nights for my poor feet, but it's the best time to get on the rides. Customer service for the people. Disney has so much money. I know, right? Mel said, do it, Lady Plate. Yeah, I don't know. We might convert your place. Tron movie October 10th, Friday. Yay! All right, guys. I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for hanging out. We should be in the parks tomorrow. Just keep your notifications on, and I'll try to remember to post and let you know for sure. The plan is merch, rides, shows, whatever we can fit in with the crowds. But thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you guys had fun. Give me a little bit of time and I will get the recipes and the directions, ingredients, all that fun stuff added into the description on the live stream. And yeah, if you guys make it, let me know what you think of it. And have a great night, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you, mods. Thank you, and thank you to all of you, and welcome to the new subscribers. Have a great night, guys.